Day 6 of Heel.Sit's Train Your Dog Month series. We are working on some stays with Chloe. And I mostly chose this video because I find it hilarious. So we warm up with a little bit of treat toss, and then all I start doing is shuffling my feet. And you can see she just throws a party every time. But if I move my feet and she stays put, I'm going to toss a treat away and let her come back and try again. When you're first starting stays, I don't like to use a cue because I don't want to feel like the dog is doing anything wrong. I'm just going to try to put the idea in their head that, hey, I can move a little bit, and if you stay still, I'm going to reward you for it. And Chloe says, I will not stay still. I will do all kinds of fancy footwork, dance moves, and keep everybody laughing, but still is not on the agenda. Which is fine. She's not doing anything wrong. She's being hilarious, and I'm just waiting for her to settle in. Also, tossing the treat away and letting the dog come back adds another layer of reinforcement because the movement is helpful. Dogs like movement. It makes them feel like they're not stuck. It gives them that choice to come back or not come back, which is why I like to start it that way. So you can see there I got the tiniest little toe tap and then tossed a treat to her. So she just needs small movements. Chloe actually knows all kinds of things. She is just a ridiculously silly dog. So I'm waiting for her to come back. I want her to come in nice and close. I'm just staring at the spot on the floor where I would like her to be. And she's making sure she didn't miss anything and probably also planning out her next antics. Here she comes back and gives me this nice sit, but she wasn't quite committed, so I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Here we got it down. I'm able to do a little toe tap. She was able to hold still, so I toss a treat away to reinforce that and let her come back and try again. As she's getting more settled, I might reward her a couple times in position to try to build some duration, but at this point I'm not worried about that. I really just want her to be having a good time and feel good about it, and to start realizing that if I move and she doesn't, that's when the treats come, and I want the treats to come in a fun way. So I'm not going to be rigid about this. I don't want to feel like I'm ever begging a dog to stay or demanding them to stay. It's got to be a partnership, and I want them to really understand that this is what I want before I put any sort of cue on it. You'll see that she's going to get better and better at this as we get to the end of this video. She starts really settling in and being like, oh yeah, I do know this game, you're right. And some of those silly antics in the beginning fade away. I'm able to move my foot a little bit more. She's staying more still and more relaxed in her position. She's not wiggling nearly as much. And that's what we're going for. Again, I want this to be fun. I want this to feel fun. There, I was able to actually take a step backwards, and she held that sit very well. I just don't want this to feel a lot of pressure. I don't want her to feel sad or stuck. And that's why we build it up this way. We will add that cue in as we're sure the dog understands what's expected. And I like that cue to be more of a reminder, like, hey, please stay, this is happening, we just need to stay, not so much of a command as like, you need to stay. Because the dogs are just a lot more willing and happy to do it when they feel like they have some choice.